Welcome back to the Crypto Picture channel, where I help you see crypto through a clear lens. So today we're going to hop into the macro analysis. Okay, we want to take a look at Bitcoin on the macro scale to see where and what is possibly the best time for us to take some profits, or at least take something off of the table. Okay, now based on these criterias, I'm going to use the 2-year moving average multiplier, okay, and then I'm also going to use the 200-week moving average heat map, okay. And based on this indicator, whenever we're below the green line here, has always historically been the best time to accumulate Bitcoin. And whenever we're above this red line here, has always equated to the best profit taking time in Bitcoin. Okay, so just to simplify it there, just so you guys understand it from a very simple perspective, that's kind of what we're using this for today. Okay, now if we look back in the past, every time we've broken above this, we've had roughly, let's call it 50 to I would say a month to 2 months remaining in our bull cycle. Okay, so based on what I'm looking at right now, I do believe that we are somewhere in this area here. Okay, and the reason being is because when we mix this indicator, which is the 200-week moving average heat map, we have just signaled our first greenish yellowish toned circle. Okay, and last time we got this, it was roughly in October 2017, right? So if we look at Bitcoin back in October 2017, we were right here, just about to retest this red line. Could we get a bit above it and then come back and get another retrace to test our previous highs? So what would that look like? Maybe a break to like the 68, 70K level, and then come back and retest 58,000 and then go for our final breakout? Yes. But we also have to keep in mind that even though history tends to rhyme, it doesn't repeat exactly how it played out previously. So we have to be on the understanding that we could just simply break out and continue running. Okay, so if we break out and continue running, that may put us at 31 days to an all-time high from the break of this line. Okay, but if we do get a retrace, then it will buy us possibly another 50 days, 60 days or so. So it'll put us in that two month category. And I made a video in February, like late January, outlining my thesis and why I think that we have roughly 3 to 4 months remaining in this bull market. Could we go for longer? Could we completely defy the odds of everything that we're looking at today? Absolutely. But if you take profits up in these levels, are you going to be upset with yourself? Well, if you're taking it out and you're bettering your life and you're using those profits wisely, then it's never a bad time to take profits. And this isn't financial advice. I'm simply trying to educate everybody and present to you why sometimes it's just good to take profits even though prices continue to run, because historically speaking, whenever we've seen this, it's a good time to take profits. So until this is proven wrong, and again, we only have 1, 2, 3 data points. Okay, so we only have 3 data points, but I would presume this red line probably also was around here, back here in 2011. But we have 3 data points, okay, confirmed data points. So I'm going to take the odds of taking at least 50 to 80% of mine off of the table upon breaking this, okay? Not at the exact break, but once we start putting in like a horrendous rally like this, completely parabolic, even more parabolic than what we see now. Like this is just, you know, a lot of people are saying this is up in a straight line. This was literally up, like it was vertical, okay? This is still has a curve to it, right? Or like, you know, we're slanted. This was straight up, okay? Once we start seeing Bitcoin price just shoot up in a straight line vertically, okay, we want to start thinking about taking some profits, okay? So with that being said, we'll jump into what I'm looking at, okay, for this, and kind of like the criteria of why I've put a 50% target here. So if we go back, we started our first break, which was 493%, our second break of structure, which was 415%, and then our third break of structure, which was 164%. So we have been seeing diminishing returns in Bitcoin, and this is largely due to market cap, okay? So when the market cap of anything increases, you are going to see some form of diminishing returns, okay? So we are seeing that right now, and it will probably continue to have diminishing returns over an extended period of time, right? So if you imagine here, right, let's say this was the accumulation zone here, it was short, right? But let's just theoretically imagine that this green line came around here and this was the accumulation zone, right? I mean, with Bitcoin, you would have made 9,689% gains, okay? Now, if we take it from this accumulation zone, right, you're looking at 8,797% gains. But one could say that this was all part of the same bull market, right? So it's a little bit confusing here because it never actually came back down, right? So some would say even the bear market was so short that you could consider this as one large rally before coming back down into the reaccumulation zone. So if we were to look at it from that perspective, that would put us at roughly 46,000% gains, okay? Which is just absolute insanity, okay? So here we had 9,000% gains. So yeah, I mean, we are going to see diminishing returns regardless, okay? So as the market cap increases, it takes more money to increase or double, right? So right now Bitcoin's at $1 trillion, so it's going to take $1 trillion more dollars to make Bitcoin double in value. Where here Bitcoin was, you know, in the hundreds of billions, so it only took a couple $100 billion to double Bitcoin's price. So it will take a lot more market participation to see those types of gains in the future, okay? Doesn't mean that it can't happen, but it just is letting us know that, you know, try not to be a full moon boy and expect, you know, 10,000% gains. You know, I think a lot of those days are behind us. Can you still get substantially great returns in comparison with most other markets? Absolutely. So the reason I want to show you this and the time frames we're in is because I'm going to show you Ethereum, Litecoin, and Cardano after this, just to show you kind of how parabolic things went in this last leg, okay? But yeah, based on this, I do assume that we are kind of in this area, right? So do we get a test above and then come back down, and then it will increase this bull market by an additional 30 days. It'll give you one more reaccumulation or entry point before going to before creating the macro top, okay? That is a possibility, okay? So there may be one more chance for a reaccumulation, probably at previous all-time highs. So what would that look like here? That would probably look a little something like this, okay? So we break up, we go to about like this $70,000 mark, and then we come back down, and then we probably make a bottom somewhere around here, like the 57, 58K level, okay? Sorry, it doesn't look that pretty, but it is what it is. So up here, down, reconfirm this as a support level before continuing higher. Okay, so a lot of people ask me, why did I consolidate a lot of my trading account and stuff like that? Well, I was holding at one point like 30-40 altcoins. I've seen substantial gains with those. I've taken a lot of profits from those. Are they going to continue to rally? Am I going to be watching them from the side? Sure. Okay, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. You might not be okay with that, but I am, because I have made substantial gains already. I've made enough gains to substantially better my life, so I'm okay decreasing the amount of exposure I have from a risk management perspective, and I have reconsolidated into existing positions, or I've taken a cash position at this point. Okay, so yeah, I do really think that altcoins have a huge amount of room to the upside still, but I don't want to be holding like 30 different altcoins at market top. I want to be holding like 10, max 12, okay? And then that way it's easier to consolidate into whatever I'm going to consolidate into, whether that's cash or Bitcoin, most likely cash if I believe we're at a macro top, okay? So with this, the blue and purple has always coincided with the best times to accumulate Bitcoin, and the yellow, orange, and red has always equated to, or come to the realization that we should realize some profits. Okay, so now looking at Ethereum, so Ethereum from that perspective of Bitcoin breaking that the red line here. Okay, so every single altcoin that I'm talking about is theorizing that Bitcoin has already broken this, okay, and confirmed it, and we're going to our macro top. So based on that, Ethereum did 410%, Litecoin did 671% gains during this time, and Cardano, we don't have as much market history, but this is as far back as it goes, November 27th, and Cardano had 1400% gains in 42 days. Do I expect that all of these altcoins are going to have similar gains? No, I don't. I think that they may have the potential to do 1/3 or maybe even less than that, maybe even a quarter of these gains. So for example, with Cardano, is $3 to $5 out of the question? I've been saying this since 10 cents and nobody really paid any attention, but now everybody's listening because Cardano's at $1, and to get to $3 or $5 is only 200 or 300% gains. So if Bitcoin does break that red line, do I think Cardano could go to $3 to $5? Yeah, I mean, could it hit $7? Like, possibly, right? But I'm not going to play with that type of mentality where I need to catch the absolute top. Okay, guys, I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to be playing with the idea that I'm going to take profits at logical take profit areas. And if it means that, I sell out of a decent chunk of my Cardano and it goes up to $7 and I took profits between 3 and 5, it is what it is. And am I saying that definitely you want to take profits and only look at the $3 to $5 range? No, I don't look at price targets. I look at the charts to tell me what to do. And when I do that, I'll also let you guys know when I'm taking profits in the Discord. Okay, so please go ahead and join that. The link is in the description. Litecoin, do I think we're going to see 671% gains? No, but this only took 39 days. So what does this tell you? Okay, 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, whatever it is. When you start seeing your altcoins go up like 50% in a day, and I don't mean like a few outliers, like I'm talking about like 30 or 40% of the market doing like 20, 30, 40%, 50% gains on a regular basis, okay, like for like a handful of weeks, start thinking about taking some profits. Otherwise you're going to regret it. And look how quickly we went down. Like, I mean, it went down just as quickly, if not quicker. Okay, so in 12 days, Cardano lost 66% of its gains. Okay, so do you want to hold that? I don't, right? I don't want to see my entire account go down 66% in 14 days. my entire Cardano holdings. Okay, so I'm going to dollar cost average out of my positions, and I'll let you know when I start dollar cost averaging out. For Ethereum, do I think we're going to do 410% gains? No, but could I see another 100 to 200% gains? I know a lot of people are saying 10 grand, 10 grand. You know, so many people are saying $10,000 that honestly it may not happen, right? So I'm going to start looking to take profits out of my Ethereum between 3 and 5 grand. And if it does rally to 10 grand, well, you know what? Maybe I'll start selling some of the ones that I plan to hold for the long term. And I only plan to hold Bitcoin and Ethereum long term during the bear market, because I don't think that it's ever going to come back down to my entry level, which is around $100. But I'm going to sell enough of it that, you know, I'm not really leaving too much on the table, so I'm emotional, okay? I'm only going to leave probably 20% of my total portfolio on the table. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And you know what, if Ethereum does go to 10 grand, maybe I sell like most of my position. Maybe I only keep one Ethereum, just in that crazy scenario that, you know, Ethereum goes to the moon, right? Like which it already is on the moon. If it goes to Jupiter, then I'll have at least one Ethereum there. But there will be another bear market. I hear so many people saying, oh, institutions are here, blah blah blah. I don't really care, right? There's bear markets in the traditional market as well, right? Does that mean that because there's institutions buying the S&P 500, it will never have a bear market? Like this is just ridiculous, okay? You need to lose that mentality. Stop thinking about the institutional investors and start thinking like an institutional investors. And institutional investors are rich because they take profits, not because they just hold to infinity, okay? Now, if you were a millionaire and you just wanted to hold Bitcoin for the next 5 to 10 years and you didn't care about the ups and downs, by all means, go ahead. But I mean, I think even somebody like Elon Musk putting $1.5 billion into Bitcoin, like I think eventually he's going to take some partial profits, at least to pay back his initial investment. Like, you know, but, you know, who am I, right? So maybe I'm wrong, but I really don't think so in this scenario, okay? So another thing that I wanted to look at was I did recently buy DeFi Pulse Index, and the reason being is because, as I said, I wanted to mitigate my risk by holding too many things in my account. So I have bought this and sold a lot of my DeFi positions, and this index basically has a lot of the coins in there, okay, that I'm interested in from a DeFi perspective, that I think that will go parabolic if Bitcoin, you know, goes into the last legs. So essentially, by holding DeFi Pulse or DPI, it is a little bit pricey, but at the same time, like if you want exposure to multiple coins, right, then this is a good way to do it. Right now, I think that, yeah, the price is around $480, okay? And yeah, you get like 5 uni, so for every single one DPI token you own, that you hold, you'll get this equivalent in uni. And look, like, I mean, everything is up like pretty nicely, right? And this is going to continue, and I like this because I don't have to own each one of these coins individually, right? So I picked up quite a few DPI just simply because I do want exposure to a lot of these DeFi options, but without, like, you know, without taking like the risk of holding them all and having to individually sell them and all this stuff. So I can simply just sell the DPI token and be on my way, right? So yeah, that's, I wanted to leave off with that because it is something that's interesting. You do have to buy it on Uniswap, so anybody that knows how to use Uniswap, you can you can buy this right on there, and you can get exposure to all these assets by holding one like index token. So it's very interesting. And with that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, share, and you know, the links are down below in the description. I have the Discord link if you want to join there, and I also have the Market Cipher affiliate link down below. Until next time, guys, cheers.